Hey guys, I'm Michael Allen for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. TravelCostaRicaNow.com is a travel agency, and it will still be a travel agency when this is all over. I hope. Go to TravelCostaRicaNow.com, fill out the 4-minute form, and you'll be that much closer to the vacation of a lifetime. We're like you, having best friends who live in Costa Rica, who know Costa Rica, totally hooking up your Costa Rica vacation. Hey man, it's like Friday, May 16th or thereabouts, doesn't matter. Did you hear Costa Rica is opening their borders on June 15th? The June 15th, Costa Rica is opening their borders. Obviously, with the way the world's been going these days, that could change, but for right now, it's June 15th. Now, would I book my travel on that date or anywhere close to that date? Hells no. There are way too many outside variables that could impede your travel experience to Costa Rica. I wouldn't consider a ticket before early July at the earliest. It pains me to tell you that. I think you should be able to come there now. Well, this was interesting. I didn't know this, and it kind of impacted me, and it was a pleasant surprise. So I'm a resident, and I have to pay into the CAHA. The CAHA is the health insurance down here, the socialized medicine. You have to pay that every month, like health insurance. So for April, May, June, 3 months, the government said you only have to pay 20% of your normal rate for those 3 months because of the pandemic. So, for example, if you normally pay $200 a month, you only have to pay $40 for 3 months. Thank you, Costa Rica. Much appreciated, Costa Rica. And it definitely helps. Still 2 thumbs way up. Costa Rica handling this pandemic like rock stars, total rock stars. Whatever they doing, they're doing it right. The numbers are low. That's it. But that's not the problem anymore. There's a bigger, much bigger problem, huge problem, panic type of problem, really, happening right now. Do you know when something happens in your life that's out of the ordinary, we kind of like to say, wow, that's so surreal. I remember when we won the house on a reality show, we're like, wow, is this really happening? It's kind of like if somebody close to you dies, you can't wrap your head around it at first. It takes days, weeks, maybe months for the realization of that thing happening. Well, that's exactly what's happening now here. I can't speak for the rest of the country, but here in La Fortuna, definitely. I see it in their faces. Their normal happy-go-lucky pura vida attitude is replaced by stress and worry and out panic. Because, in the beginning, when this all started, we all kind of got on board. We understood pandemic, contagious disease, spacing, Lysol, self-quarantine. I may not be able to go to my job for a while. Rice and beans. They were on board here and they did what they had to do. But in your head, I think if you're honest, because I remember thinking like this. Either consciously or subconsciously. You're thinking 2-3 weeks, maybe a month, we'll be right back to it and the world will be spinning again. There's no way you couldn't fathom that the world could stop for 6 months or whatever. You couldn't. Well, now you can, and they definitely can. La Fortuna is a total tourist town. Everything is tied to tourism, and the possibility that hundreds of people could lose their businesses here is real. Extremely real, past real. Definitely already happening. Real. It's scary, and I got to say, I've been trying to be chill with this. I have been chill, actually, but I'm starting to sweat, man. I'm starting to sweat. And the reason we're starting to get more panicky and stressed is because we are, we're on the internet. We watch the news. We see what the United States is doing. You have to admit, the United States is famous for its knee-jerk reactions, going from one extreme to the other extreme. And in the beginning of this, it made all the sense in the world. I don't think it does so much right now, but we're seeing that. We're seeing restrictions and restriction after restriction and a ban on this. The economy may not rebound for a year, year and a half, 2 years. Some airlines may not do international flights until 2021. Colleges are canceling their fall quarter. No more sporting events. Pro sports is canceled, and no more school. I mean, it's just it's non-stop, and it's scary. They know that how this is going. It's not like when everyone's trying to get on their feet, you're going to be like, well, the pandemic's almost over, honey. Let's get the kids and travel to Costa Rica. Because the first thing you're going to think, the airport's going to be a freaking nightmare. They're the worst of the worst. They'll have restriction after restriction. You'll probably have to wear personal hazmat suits to go through the airport. So it's not like Costa Rica is going to be high on your priority list anytime soon, and they know that. But I want to double down. I'm going to totally stand by my video last week. We need to get back. The world needs to start spinning, and needs to start spinning today. I want to just say one fact. I have a few more, but I'm only going to say one because it's important and it's very telling. Do you know what the mean age of people that contact the coronavirus and actually die from it? Do you know what the mean age is? Wait a minute. Can we all agree that dying sucks, that dying is sad, and we don't wish people to die? Can we be in agreement on that? I think so. Okay, the mean age of people that contact the coronavirus and actually die is 81 years old. 81. We know who is susceptible and we know who is vulnerable. We need to target quarantine these people. We need to make them safe. We need to provide safety for them and safety for the people that work with them. Why the rest of us get back out into life and jump-starting this world spinning again, knowing that we take a certain risk. You know, we take a certain risk for our choices and our life choices. So if we're overweight and suffer from diabetes and we drink a lot, maybe we shouldn't be going to that sporting event. But if you do go to that sporting event, kind of on you. You know what I mean? We need to get going now. These restriction crap stuff needs to stop. Take a few precautions, but we need to go back to the bars, go back to the restaurants. Let's start sporting events. Let's get back to school. Let's get this thing going and then take care of the people that are vulnerable and susceptible to it and target quarantine. Because you know what's even more scary down here that we know? It doesn't matter when the border opens in Costa Rica, really. It doesn't. June 20th, today, tomorrow, so what? Because it doesn't matter. What does matter is what you do. We need to jump, we need to get back to, we need to get the world back spinning. I'm Michael Allen, travelcostaricanow.com. Peace.